All right, welcome back everyone to another season of Survivor Maryland. We're about to have a new season debut, Survivor Guts and Glory, in just a few weeks. The first thing I will say is that I don't have an exact date for the release of the premiere yet, but I'm very close to finalizing that, and I am very far along in the premiere, so I'll let you guys know that very soon. I'm sorry it's been so long since we last had an episode, but I had a lot of real life to attend to. Let's see. I had to graduate. I had to get a job. Most importantly, I had to run a new season of Survivor that, as some of you guys know, is an all-star season that does include some players from this coming season. And all I'm going to say about that is that it was great and a lot of fun. And I'm going to say nothing else. The focus right now is on season 4, which I think is going to be really fun. I think you guys will really enjoy it. So I'm going to release a 3-part series to get you guys excited for the season, get you guys knowing a little bit about what's going to happen and who the players are. More than I ever have before in the pregame. And there are 3 tribes this season if you didn't see the preview. So I'm going to do 1 tribe's worth of pregame interviews each week. So today will be 1 tribe, next week will be another, etc. And each week I'm also going to talk about a little bit, something about the opening of the game or something about the cast or whatever. So I'll give you guys more announcements as I go. The final announcement I have before I show today's group of pregame interviews is that I have passed down Survivor Maryland to someone else at the university now that I have graduated. So just next week, a new season is going to start filming, and I think it will be even just as good, if not better. I have a lot of faith in the new host, so that should be exciting. So today we're going to focus on the White Tribe, one of the 3 tribes.
Yeah. They weren't very intimidating. We'll have to work on that.
This group, they named themselves Sohcahtoa. They are a really fun group. And so I'm excited for you guys to hear a little bit about them and hear what they have to say. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to these players. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel so that when I post announcements and new videos, you guys know. And also like the Facebook page, facebook.com/Survivor Maryland, because that's where I actually do post the announcements and timing of things, and there's some content that'll be there. And also comment on who your favorites are from the Sohcahtoa tribe. So enjoy, and I hope you guys let me know in the comments if you guys find these useful or if you want me to keep posting them or whatever. So thanks.
I'm Evan, and I am a freshman. I'm from Illinois, and I also have a twin, which is kind of unique, I guess. We're 2 months apart, me and my twin. Her name's Micah. I always say the first 2 minutes of my life are the best 2 minutes of my life because I did not have a twin yet. And, well, I mean, it's not awful having a twin, but that just vamped up the competitive spirit in my being, I guess I would say. There's always headbutting between us two. And, I mean, I love her, but, you know, the twin siblings are going to fight, twins even more, because you share birthdays, you literally share everything. And then people always ask the twin telepathy question, and no, that's not actually a thing. I love Survivor. Like, I heard that there's going to be a hidden immunity idol somewhere, and whenever I'm walking to class, I'm looking around to see if I can find it without a clue. So yeah, I know the game. I think I have a pretty good idea what I want to do coming into the game. I kind of want to play like Malcolm. He's like a nice guy, very competitive. He tried to align himself early and not exactly stab too many people back. Oh, Malcolm the first time around, not the second time around. But try and make a solid alliance. Stick with that. I don't really want to play a dirty game. I just want to play a competitive game. I do not think his hair was just gorgeous, and mine just like, you know, whatever. I don't really care too much about my hair. It's just my dad told me that all the kids on our soccer team were styling it, and I wasn't, and he was mad at me, so I just started styling it like a while ago. And now actually, I don't even have to put anything in it. After a shower, I just had to go like this. Not because it's greasy. I condition and shampoo and stuff, but after my shower, I just had to go like this, and it'll just stay. So it's magical. It's cheaper too, but I would say maybe it's close to Malcolm's, but not anywhere near the dreads. If I was black, I think I would want to have dreadlocks as my hairstyle. I don't think I could pull them off as a white guy, but definitely if I was black, I'd do it. I will lie and trick and backstab if I have to, and if it will further my game, and that will just be based on my judgment. But I don't want to make a habit of it, because then if I get caught in one, I'm gone. Or at least that's my thinking. Not necessarily true. Definitely, I will flirt to get someone on my side, whether it be a girl or a guy. You can flirt guys sometimes too, so yeah. Oh, I cannot stand fake. I don't feel like I'm getting the authentic them. I feel like I'm getting some sort of mask or something that they put up, or some sort of front. Like, because then I won't be able to trust you, and I want to work with someone who's real with me, who would just tell me how it is. And I'm just ready to compete, and I hope that the other contestants are ready for me, because they're either going to join me or they're going to go home. That was kind of cheesy, but that was actually extremely cheesy.
Alright, my name is Shannon Neal. I'm a junior. I just transferred here. I'm a kinesiology major, and I'm in the Army. Being in the Army defines me because I feel like I have a lot of structure. I'm really into like working out, and so I'm really excited for the physical tasks. I know a lot about leadership because I've been put in leadership roles through my military experience as well. Also motivation, and if it's a team type thing, I feel like I'll be good with motivating other people around me.
Gotta be intimidating.
I think I'll definitely be one of the stronger physical competitors, just because like military training, and I'm a CrossFit instructor as well, so I feel like that'll definitely help me out. I just started boxing club here, so I'm always trying to like learn new sports and add some new things so I can always be the best of me. Priya has been my best friend for about 8 years now. We go on each other's like family vacations. Like, she's my like right-hand woman. Like, we do everything together, and I see us definitely working together for most of the game. Maybe not telling people right off the bat that we're like best friends, but I'm sure if we become Facebook friends or they see any sort of like social networking with us, then they'll see us in lots of pictures together. So that might give it away some. I haven't seen I've seen like a couple episodes every now and then, but I'm more of like a Big Brother fan, and I know that there's a lot of similarities between the two. I've always wanted to be on Big Brother, so I feel like this is a cool little step into trying something that's kind of in the same realm. I guess I want to try to like befriend people earlier on and set up, I guess, alliances earlier. Not big alliances, smaller alliances with people that people might not like expect. In the barracks, when we'd be cleaning up because we wouldn't have a task to do or any classes, then we couldn't listen to music or anything, so I would be around the barracks like singing Disney songs or just any kind of music because we couldn't sing or listen to music then. And then other people would kind of like sing along with me, but I was kind of like the main person who'd be like sweeping the hallways, singing like Hakuna Matata or whatever. One day towards the end of basic training, then my first sergeant, who was this really, really angry, mean woman from the South who had this really strong accent that I sometimes couldn't understand, she came up in front of our whole company of 300 people, and she said, okay, you guys are supposed to be graduating in about 3 weeks, so who's going to sing our national anthem? And I'm like, I don't know, like, I don't want to do that. And she's like, okay, no one wants to volunteer to do it? Well, I know y'all have been singing around in the barracks. Who's been singing in the barracks? And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, oh my gosh, if someone like calls me out, and this is going to be the end of them, this is terrible. And then one of my battle buddies did yell my name out. They're like, Neil, choose Neil. And I'm like, I don't sing in front of people. I just sing in the barracks having fun, like, nah. And even like throughout the weeks coming up to graduation, then in the middle of like, the chow hall, when I'll be eating, not allowed to like look up or anything, and she'd be like, all right, everyone stop. So we'd like stop and sit up and like, okay, what's going on? She'd be like, Neil, stand up, sing the national anthem. And I still have like food coming out of my mouth, and I'm like, oh, so like sounding all crazy and stuff. But I made it work because then I wasn't really nervous when the actual graduation came around. The people I work well with are people who are motivated and driven and who actually get things done. Usually pretty outgoing people too. I feel like I got this. This is all me. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could win.
My name is Alex Pascal, and I'm a freshman. I'm into a lot of very intense physical things like parkour, free running, and MMA and boxing and fighting. So I guess that's kind of how I like to spend my time, is doing edgy, kind of intense stuff like that. I had a brother named Nick who did this 3 years ago, and he seemed to have a lot of fun with it. So that definitely incentivized me to try it. However, he also did get backstabbed by a certain person, so that also kind of cued me into what kind of game this really is, because I was never really that familiar with the TV show. As far as lying and deceiving, while it might intuitively seem wrong, this is a game show and there's only one winner. So there's going to be some kind of deception going on at some point. And as far as whether or not there's honor in lying, the way I see it, the only rules are there are no rules. And the only honor is recognizing that there are no rules and using anything and everything you have in your arsenal to your advantage. And deceit is definitely one of those things, if you can do it effectively. If you do it ineffectively and people peg you from the start as a liar, then that can screw you over. But if you can do it effectively, it's definitely something that can and should be used. I hope this doesn't guide me in life, but in games like this, it is far better to be feared than loved, by Niccolo Machiavelli. It would be a quote that definitely would be a good motto for this kind of game. If people like you, then their feelings towards you are in their control, which means that you are in their control. So if they decide at any point that they don't like you, they can just throw you out like nothing. If they fear you, then it doesn't matter what they want to think about you. That fear is something that you control. It places you in a position of power. So nobody can ever say, like, he's not capable, he can't hurt me. Because that's like saying, like, lava can't hurt me. Would I be willing to flirt? I'm an 18-year-old guy. I think that question kind of answers itself. Yes, I'll be willing to flirt. It's honestly one of the main reasons I join things like this, is to meet new people, particularly new girls, and form relationships, as Austin puts it. If somebody judged me just on my very first Survivor confessional, they probably might not have a nice opinion of me, because this is all me scheming to win a reality show. But in just a normal social situation, I try to be gregarious. I guess sometimes I can be considered arrogant. I'm completely fine with that. It's true sometimes. Really, more than anything, I'm just very curious to meet all the new people. I absolutely love it. I thrive off it, because I guess every time you meet a new group of people, or even a new person, you can reinvent yourself however you want. And so it just gives you that little cleansing. Every time you can completely start with a clean slate and be what you want to be. So, do I think I can win the game? Yes, I think I could. Do I think I will? That remains to be seen.
Hi, I'm Molly. I'm an elementary education major, and I'm a freshman. I love doing anything like physical activities. I love doing a lot of competitions and stuff like that, because I'm very easygoing in real life, but then once I step on that field, I'm like, gotta get this done. I played field hockey in high school and some in middle school, but I don't really get to play it now because I don't have enough time to play club yet, but I'm hoping to do that later on in the college years or whatever. But I played sweeper, which was pretty much goalie without pads. In senior year, I had to dive to save a couple balls, which was a lot of fun, because I don't know how I ended up on the ground trying to save it, but it worked, so it's okay. I wanted to play Survivor because my older sister Meredith and cousin Katie, they both played and loved it. And they were just like, this is the best time ever. So when I found out I was able to do it, and my sister sent me the email, I was like, yes, I have to sign up for this. I want to be able to be like, hey family, guess what? I beat Meredith's rank in the game. So there's always that family rivalry going on. If my friends were asked to describe me, they would say I laugh a lot, tell really bad jokes, and cannot dance. I want to be a teacher, and they're already like, you are a mother. There's no denying that you are the mother. I have a purse, when we go out with Band-Aids, Neosporin, anything you need, I have it, because I'm always worried somebody's gonna need something, and I feel bad if I don't have it. Sprinkler into the Running Man, hands down, I do that all the time, and I don't care who knows, I love doing it, and I don't know, it's fun. I can normally do it better, but you'll see it. I'm a people person. I love talking to everybody and getting to know stuff about them. So I feel I will be able to create friendships and trust, because I love people will want to trust me.
Looking badass already.
I'm very trusting of other people, so I might think I have an alliance going on, and they might just be taking advantage of me believing that we have this alliance. Honestly, just be yourself, and people will either love you or hate you, and if they hate you, they're not worth your time.
Amen, sister.
I think I can go pretty far. Well, I'm hoping so. I wouldn't have tried to join Survivor if I thought I was only going to make it to the first round. So I have high hopes, so hopefully they aren't crushed.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm a sophomore double majoring in marketing and finance with a minor in computer science. I wanted to play Survivor because it seems like a really cool experience to have, and I don't know of anyone else that's ever done it at any other school. So it seems like a really unique experience to have. And plus, like, people who've done it have always said, like, you meet a lot of really cool people, so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it. I was talking about this with Siona, and she's like, Michelle, I really think you could win, and now I really think I can win too. I would say a big passion of mine that people identify me with is probably either art. I have my own art website. I've been doing art since I was in middle school. I did it all 4 years of high school, and I'm still taking art classes in college, even though it's kind of hard to fit with my schedule. And besides that, I really like to read books, and the library is actually the first place I drove to when I got my license and permit, so yeah, I'm a big nerd. Okay, I think me and Katie have gotten a lot closer this past semester. My other friend Michelle lives on her floor where she's RAing, so I always stop by her room just to chat, and then we just became like so much closer through that, and now we're like best friends. In Quest the other day, we did a project that involved betrayal and deceit, and of course Katie was my partner, and I thought Katie was like gonna be all like, oh Michelle, like, we should just like go with an X, because if you do like all X's, everyone gets like a point. But if one person betrays, that person gets more points than the other. But of course she didn't even consult with me. She just went ahead and did something else that made her get more points than the other. Some people like in a business school and like my advisors who have told me this, they're like, oh Michelle, you like smile a lot. Like, I can't ever see you being mad at someone. So I think people just like get the impression that I'm like a nice, quiet person who just like takes everything like casually and easygoing, which I do for the most part, but like, I guess like people who like have seen me like go on like rants and like get really angry at people like understand like I don't take shit or like anything thrown at me. So I think one of my good friends would describe me as someone who definitely likes to achieve her goals, and also someone who is really sarcastic at times and can be very blunt. A weakness of mine is probably what I just described in the Quest game, how I kind of take a long time to like think about and strategize stuff. And I think if I take a long time in this game, people will have already formed alliances or broken them, and I just need to step up my game in that sense. I feel like I'll be like making alliances like, oh yeah, sure, and then someone else will be like, you want to like go in with this? I'll be like, yeah, sure. I'll just like feel like I don't know which one I want to do. I had to take my driving test 4 times, but it was like totally not fair. Like the first time, like so what if I like backed up in the parallel parking a little bit and knocked over a cone, and like the second time, like it was like not fair that I just went up a little bit and I hit a cone accidentally, and then the third time I hit the curb like a little bit, but like I still should have passed. I mean, if parallel parking was the last one, I would have gone through everything. I'm really excited for Survivor to start.
Hi, I'm Micah. I'm a freshman mechanical engineering major. So some things that define me: I took a gap year last year. I lived in a group house with 18 people in a house that was built for a family of 4. So I'm really good at working together and living together with people. While I was there, we taught English in schools, and so I'm pretty passionate about education and like helping other people achieve their goals and what they want to do. Sometimes when you live with that many people, some people are going to get annoyed with each other. Just like if you're on a team in Survivor, some people will get annoyed with other team members. So I'm pretty good at managing those situations and helping mediate conflicts within the group. When I was in elementary school, I actually wanted to be a janitor because I thought it was really cool that they got to clean things all day.
What's your dream job now?
My dream job now is to be a mechanical engineer working in the aerospace industry. So it's a little different. I think people, when they first meet me, see me as not really a threat. I'm pretty quiet, but that's just because they haven't met me yet. Even though I don't speak a lot, I'm thinking all the time. I'm thinking of ways that I can accomplish the goal, of thinking of ways that how can I screw this other team over and get my team to win. I think my social game within the game of Survivor will be really rallying people together to achieve our group goals, and getting people together to get pumped up and to get things done. whenever we need to get them done. But then later on, once we split up, I'm gonna fuck all of them over. So get ready.
It looks like you're putting frosting on.
Yeah.
But I want to lick the icing off. Cake.
So a weakness that I might have is that I might seem like a pushover and people might not take me as seriously as they should in the game. That's something that I'm a little bit worried about, but I'm not putting too much thought into it. I'm kind of excited not knowing anybody because it'll be a chance for me to start completely new relationships with these people, and it won't have any effect from past relationships that I have with them. The types of people who I work really well with are people who are pretty sociable and open-minded to different ideas and kind of have a yes attitude towards things. Like they're always willing to try new things. People who I don't really get along with are people who take up a lot of space in conversations and in activities. They have to always be the center of attention. So if there are people like that on my team, we might clash a bit. No, I don't usually get into conflicts. I'll just hold it all in and resent them for the entirety of the game. I'm not really sure how well I'll fare in this game, mostly because I haven't seen Survivor in a very long time. I'm not entirely sure how the gameplay is going to work, but I'm excited to see how far I can get and hopefully win.
And for 4 years now, I've basically been Maryland's version of this guy, running the best Survivor in the country.